One thing I will never understand about this cat, sorry I'm shaking so much and balancing and failing miserably, is his unwillingness to sleep on a bed. Like, he'll just curl up on the floor like this. Buddy, there's giant bed with 2 sleeping cats and cushions, but nope, no. He's just gonna curl up on the floor. Strange. Strange. Yeah. You and your fluffy tail. Okay. Look how sweet they are. I thought it was going to be mean to show you like a brief glimpse of them and not actually show you. So, there they are. Snoozing away. I think Rumi was in here at some point. I don't know where she went. Oh, never mind. She's on top of the cat tower. That makes sense. Okay. Hi, hello. Let's properly introduce this. My name is C, and today I have a new vlog for you. Well, I'm starting one. It is Monday, January 26th. I literally just walked in the door from work, but I'm like, nope. I'm gonna start this right away because there's several things I want to chat about later, but obviously I have a mess to deal with first. But I did make iced coffee. Is that a smart idea? I don't think so. It is 3:35, and I have to go to bed at like 9:30. Such a grandma time. Anyways, I'm distracted. In these vlogs, I like to take you through about a week at a time. Sometimes I go on random tangents about books or anime, something that I'm watching or reading. Sometimes I tell you library stories. And I also show you what I'm working on, chat about those, and do some time lapses. And of course, Happy Meal if anything shows up. So these are just kind of like a what am I up to in a week. Sometimes they're really long, sometimes they're shorter. I'm currently in the shorter streak because it is, well, we're just getting out of it now. It's like -30, -40 here. And when the weather is that cold, I just have zero energy to do anything, so I apologize if that comes through in these videos. This city hates me. We'll go with that. But no, I do have stuff written down to chat about. What is under there? To chat about later. I thought first I would show you what I'm actually working on. So the first one here is Sunny Road to the Sea. I started this one a little bit ago. I have the first 2 rows done, and I'll probably break this up into 3 more. In this one, I'm actually adding specials, so I have 5 different ABs that I've kind of sprinkled into these flowers here. And then I'm also taking out all these sailboats. I've already started that over here, but I'm going to continue here. Now, this is one of the oldest ones in my stash, so the gapping is very, very obvious in this older diamondart, but I'm not going to fuss about it too much, just because I know that they've made improvements over the years. So I'm just gonna work on it as I do, and if there's some gapping, there's some gapping. But no, this one is turning out really nice. I like the colors in it. Like, I like these bright, vibrant colors. Even these blues are a lot of fun. So anyways, that's Sunny Road to the Sea. I purchased this back in, I want to say 2021. It's old. I also have Time here, which is kitted up. I'm really hoping to get to this one this week. I don't have much of this one left, and I need to kit this one up for Elissa's event, which is another goal this week. But, hold on. Huzzah! Let's not block the light. This is Duck Bath. For Tiffany, Michaela, and Natalie's event. So I'm going to finish this one up pretty soon. I'm actually home on Wednesday, so I imagine it'll be done then. But this is a lot of fun. I'm actually really enjoying the more, I'm going to say this, if it's wrong, correct me, but the more monochromatic color scheme of just like all the greens are really, really fun. And it's nice to have to actively be working on a kit that has a lower color count. Like, that one has 30 colors. This one has 55. So it's nice to work on some of these kits that have lower color counts compared to these 70 you know, 80, 90 that has been in more recent releases from diamonddartclub. But yeah, that's kind of the thing. So I'm really hoping this week will be the week that I kit things down and kit things up. I have 2 kits that need to be kitted down. I'm hoping I can get these 2 done so I can get those down, and then a whole bunch. All my trays will be open for February, which would include Running the Distance, Perryton, Onahime, and then the mystery from Diamond Artisan Shop. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We'll see how much of this I actually accomplish this week. That sounds very ambitious for 1 week. Especially considering that Friday night I am out with a friend for her birthday. So, we'll see what happens. I will be back in a bit. I'm going to warm up. It is freezing outside and my toes are very cold. My toes and my hands. And then I will come back once my fingers are a little less frozen, set it up, and we can chat about the book that I'm reading and the kind of couple of things I've written down. So, off I go. I might sneak in a time lapse before, maybe after. I don't know. There'll be a time lapse too. Okay, we are going to talk about how this is a whole different day. It is currently Tuesday. We are just going to pretend that I did this last night like I promised I would, and I totally did not forget. So, anyways, I had said that I was going to chat about the book that I'm reading, which is the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. It has a blue cover. No, but that one is following our main witch. I can't remember her name. I'm only about a quarter of the way in, but then it's following our main witch who kind of has like this online persona. She makes little witchy videos and shares them, and this, I want to say, we'll just go with this house where there is children who have magical powers are living with like caretakers. Realize that maybe, hey, this woman can help these young girls figure out how to use their magic. So that's kind of the whole thing. She goes to the house. I'm at a point where now we're just, you know, exploring the place. She's setting up her room, getting her stuff there. The children are being children and asking questions and messing around. And that's pretty much about as far as I got into the book so far. It's very cute. It's very cozy. I I find it very enjoyable for those reasons. I'm curious to see where it goes. Like, there has to be some sort of conflict outside of just witches learning how to use their magic. Like, there's gotta be something that happens soon. It's just a matter of what. But no, it's very cute. I'm curious to see more of the staff kind of pipe through, like seeing what they do almost. I don't know. It's good so far. It's interesting, but nothing's really like pulling at me, I guess, or like standing out. So, and I wonder if that's just because like I am very much craving something. I don't know if I want to say like darker, but something a little bit more high stakes, more adventure-y. Like, I don't know, I keep thinking about doing this Throne of Glass reread, starting that one in February, so maybe I'll do that. But I'm just kind of thinking maybe I want something with a bit higher stakes, less cozy. That sounds really appealing right now. So anyways, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, no, Dark Rise is high on that list for what I want to read too. And I'm trying to decide for my Throne of Glass reread, do I want to read it in the same order I did originally? So when I first read it, I actually did, what was it? Throne of Glass, Crown of Midnight, Heir of Fire. Nope. Oh, what is the order? Just gonna look at my bookshelves. I don't know where I put them. Anyways. Yeah, I did Throne of Glass book 2. Pretty sure that's Crown of Midnight. Assassin's Blade, and then Heir of Fire. And I really like that reading order, but I'm kind of curious about just doing Assassin's Blade first. Nah, you know what? Nah, never mind. I've decided. I'm gonna keep that same reading order just for the fun of it. I do know that there's, once you get into like A Court of Thorns and Roses and Crescent City, I think reading order matters for those books. I just have to find the little graphic again and figure out why. Well, not why. I don't want to know why. Nobody spoil Crescent City for me any more than it already has been. But like, shh. But no, I do want to figure out which order that's supposed to be in. But yeah, no, I think I'm going to start Throne of Glass soon. Once I get through some of my Libby holds. I think I only have, yeah, I have Secret Society, Friend Zone, and 2 Allie Hazelwood books. So, but those won't take long to read at all. Anyways, that's kind of what I'm reading right now. I will say some of my favorite authors have been doing a lot of like, hey, here's the books that I have coming out. So like TJ Klune just announced, oh, I'm running out of this color. That's okay. I'm almost done. TJ Klune just announced that he has a new book coming out 2027, right at the beginning, like a year from now. And it follows a little doggo. I don't like dogs, but I like dogs in books. And so far, like words. So far a lot of the presentation of it has been like, we promise the dog doesn't die. I'm like, I don't know, like, can I trust that actually, or is that just or is that just setting me up for like heartbreak, or is this like a case like they both die at the end where it's like it's right on the tin? I don't know. But I'm very excited for some new TJ Klune books. I do have one more to read from him. I have 2 more books. I have Somewhere Beyond the Sea and what's the other one? Why do I have When We Were Alone in my head, but that's not right. I don't know what it is. Unless that is it. I'm looking. We'll figure this out together. C.J. Drews also has announced quite a few new books. Some have titles, some don't. We Burned So Bright. I was horribly off. Yeah, that's TJ Klune's other one that's coming out in a few months. When We Burned So Bright. Yeah, C.J. Drews, like the creepy gothic book botanical horror book one author, did like this fun little graphic sharing that Scorpion Deep, which is coming out in October, and then there was like 4 other books on that graphic. I'm like, ooh, I'm so excited to see what they write. And who else? Sarah Rash has been talking about a lot of books. Like, I'm not gonna stop talking about this one. Fake Divination is coming out soonish. I pre-ordered it already. I went on Libby and used one of my credits because I'm like, I know I'm gonna order it anyways, even if my library does get it right at release day. I'm gonna end up ordering it just so that I have a copy I can read whenever I please. So I just went ahead and pre-ordered it because why not? So, and then they have another one. I know I've talked about this in a different vlog, but Lightning and Thunder, which is like Greek and, oh, it's 2 different mythologies. But yeah, there's that coming out at the end of the year. And then they said, Sarah Rash said that 2027 is going to be Year of the Sapphic. So I'm curious what that entails. I always hope for more in the Royals and romance series, but I think she's pretty stuck on, like, not stuck. I think her style is just duologies, which is not bad at all. I quite enjoy a shorter series every once in a while that isn't all interconnected. So anyways, that's kind of my little bookish rant. I saw a beautiful edition for Don't Let the Forest In Hazelthorn. I'm so tempted to order it. It has like slipcase and custom end papers and covers and overlays. I'm just like, ooh. But if this author has, 7 other books coming out, do I really want to commit myself to collecting that many? I don't know. So anyways, yeah, that's all the bookish stuff I have recently. I do need to get back into anime, but I say that Frieren just started up again, and I've watched the opening credits. The song is amazing, heartbreaking but amazing. But like, I want to watch that series right away as it's coming out to avoid spoilers. But I also just kind of want to binge it all in one go for the most, I don't know, heartbreaking experiences. And Frieren is an elf. She had an original, like, I think D&D. She had a party. They hunted monsters, did tasks, whatever. Slain the demon lord, I guess. I think that's what it was. And because she's an elf, she lives for centuries. Her party passed, and it was only with the passing of her party that she realized how short human lifespans are and how little time she had with Himmel, which was the human in the group. And their story is tragic. But Frieren is so interesting, because there's 2 different ways to look at this, I think. Because it is very much like, I see it as the tragedy of Frieren realizing what she had, only now realizing what she had, where others see it as a, she currently has a new party, and, new people that she's traveling with, so it's her learning, how do I phrase this? It's her learning to cherish the people that she has at the time, and, like, really making those connections and being wise with the time that they have, because once again, they're human. Their lifespans are significantly shorter than hers, so I don't know, there's 2 ways to look at it. I look at the sad way, because like her and Himmel, anytime Himmel comes up, I just get sad. So yeah, I really want to watch the 2nd season of that. And I think that's all I had to do for like updates. Once again, I got yelled at this earlier for this. I still have not watched the last 2 episodes of My Hero Academia. I can't do it. I know I should, but I already know how it ends too. Like, I read the manga. I know how it ends. I just can't bring myself to watch last 2 episodes. It's the dumb logic that if I don't watch it, it's not over. But, like, it is. So, anyways, that's where I'm at. Yeah. Sorry, I wrote down some notes because I'm like, I never remember what I want to talk about when I start rambling. So I wrote down some notes. And we're off to a good start. I covered everything, almost. Pretty much everyone under the sun is complaining about the weather, and I am too. It's been in the freezing range of like -40 for the past week and a half now. That's in, I'm gonna say temperatures. It's all in Celsius, but at this point, it is so cold that it doesn't even matter which scale I use. It's cold. Yeah, no, it's been -40 for a really long time. We actually got up to -20 and 25-ish the last couple days. So, like, slightly warmer, which I will take -20 over -40 any days. Any day. And it should, by next weekend, not this one coming up, the following one, actually get into the positives. I think that is very wishful thinking. I don't think we'll even see that. But even slightly warmer would be nice. I'm so cold all the time. So anyways, that's my little cold spiel. And it's snowing. No, I'm not done. It is snowing just enough overnight that I have to get out and brush off my car every single morning. Which is another annoyance. I would love to hop in my car and just go, but no, I have to go brush it off in -40. So, stupid. I actually don't know if it's snowing or if it's just the wind is blowing it all around. So, whatever loose snow there is. Anyways, okay, I think I'm done rambling for now. Like I said, it's Tuesday. I am off work tomorrow. This is still duck bath. I'm gonna keep working on this one tonight, and I shall probably finish it up tomorrow, I think. It's only a couple sections left, and it is 7 o'clock. I do need to film some sort of video for Thursday and next Monday. Oh no, Monday's gonna be month in review. I have to think about how I want to do that one. I know I said previously I wanted to start including books in there too, but I'm like, I don't know if that's really what I want to do. I think it would be fun. I have some notes written down for the books I've read, but I don't know if that's really what I want to do, or if I just want to keep it to the regular format. I guess we'll decide when I record what I feel like doing. Who knows? I could start out that way and just change it partway through the year too. There's really no, like, set way to do these things. I still have to find where I put the drills for Onahime. That is something I have to do tonight. Tonight? Maybe. We'll see. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna pop up the time lapse of finishing up the last row after this one, and then maybe I'll have some more cat videos or something. Maybe it'll be more time lapses. I don't know. We'll figure this out together. Hello. It is Wednesday, January, I did not look, 28th. Hey, look at me go. It is 28th. Anyways, I finished up the duck bath late last night, so that was a lot of fun. This bottom row was pretty much all color blocking, so it was really quick to get through that. So yeah, duck bath is done. Again, I really liked the color scheme of this one, like the greens and the creams. They were a lot of fun. And the lower color count was really nice to work on in comparison to some of the higher ones that have been released. So yeah, no, this one was so much fun to work on. I'm so happy it's done. Yeah, it's just cute. I love these little teeny tiny duckies. I might need to pick up more of Art by Julia's kits now, because again, yeah, this was a lot of fun to work on. So anyways, there's that. I am going to work on this one some more. I started it this morning, and then, okay, I got settled in this morning. I'm like, I'm gonna work on my kit and listen to my book and do all the things. But I think I'm about to head out and go pick up booster juice by request of my mom. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna go get her booster juice. I'm gonna get myself one too while I'm there. Why not? And Tim's for my brother, and then I'll come home and keep working on this one. I have no doubt that I will get into these rendering changes. Is that interesting? Like, would people want to see how I figure out how to do this? Should I record that into this vlog? Maybe? We'll see. We'll see. And then there's more, like, this is all color blocking, so that'll go really quickly. And then I get into more of the confetti over here. But look how shiny it is with those ABs. It's a lot of fun. I also just, I'm gonna have a Thursday video. I'm actually really excited that I got it recorded. It's just a short video, but it's opening up my temperature project. So I am going to do 12 shelves for 12 months. I am going to do this top row really quickly before Saturday when I record my month in review, so that way I can include that in the video. And then I need to do some, well, I'm gonna finish this one. Oh no! I'm gonna finish this one, do my kitting down of Void Kitty, Duck Bath, and Sunny Road to the Sea, and then do a whole round of kitting things up. I have decided that I need to find my drills for Onihime today. I'm going to kit up the Allura Pile Chat Mystery from Diamond Artisan. That's 2. What else was I kitting up? There's another, Running the Distance, I think, was going to be the other one I was kitting up. So anyways, that's kind of what I'm up to today. I didn't listen to any more of my book last night. I was listening to fan fiction. Anyways, listen, I should be writing. I promised people that I would update my fic, and I haven't. And I am procrastinating by listening to fan fiction. Anyways, that's where I'm at today, so let's go make some more progress. I'll show you time lapses, and I probably will record that little bit. We'll see when I get to it. So anyways, off I go. Okay, so I think this is the best way to kind of see what I'm talking about. I am going to, like I said earlier, take out all of these boats now, but I thought I would show you briefly what I'm going to do. And then I'll just time-lapse the rest and come back when I finish this row and chat about it. So, oh gosh, I hope this makes sense. I'm going to start with this blue color. The first thing I always do is like whatever I'm changing or fixing, that is what I do first, so I can see how it blends into everything else, and I still have like all the symbols around it visible, so I can kind of play around with those kind of colors. So yeah, the first thing I'm going to do is fill in these little, yeah, sorry, I was looking at this, I'm like, maybe I should do these tans first, but no, I think I'm gonna do the blues because that'll be the quickest. And then move into the train of thought, hello. And then move into the browns. So yeah, no, like all of these guys here, these 3 boats, I'm just gonna go right up until probably about 2, because I see, like, looking over here, I see these kind of like stick out and staggered bits for these blues, so ending it here would be a little short. So I'm going to, because I'm going to bring this one up 2, and then I'll bring this one up 2 or 3, I think, something like that, and then kind of just go from there. I said 2 or 3, yeah, and kind of just go from there and cover up what I don't want to see first. This row's really clear, because you can see it just goes like blue all the way across there, so that one's going to be easy. Do I want to do this little flag too? That is under my washi. Oh, I do. So that one as well. So yeah, that's kind of just what I do, is I look for the patterns within here. I know that doesn't totally make sense. Maybe it does. This one will be that lighter blue. That one needs to be done. That will be this shade of blue. So will that one. Yeah, and I kind of just go through and decide in the moment what I feel like doing. It makes it tricky. I will do that one as the lighter blue. It's also kind of like hoping that if I do this right, I still, like, I won't run out of things. So, anywho. But yeah, no, I'm just gonna keep playing with patterns and colors here, because this one will go straight through, and figure out what colors I want to replace with. I like to pretend that there's a rhyme or reason, but it's really just vibes. For something like this, I'm like, we'll figure it out. I wonder if I should do, no, that's fine. We'll do one more for this one though. Yeah, sure. Yeah, because this one will be a straight of that lighter blue, and then that will be all that dark blue. This one will be this lighter blue there. This one's gonna be that darker blue. I can see that there. And I think we're gonna do this. Yeah, it's all just like a guessing game, especially when it's like an area like this one. I mean, there's a lot of room for me to more so play around with colors than any normal case. Well, I say normal, like that's actually a thing. But no, I'm just gonna play around with colors here, cover up, slowly work on covering things up, and kind of blending things together. I might go through and pick some of this off afterwards, but yeah, it's kind of what I do. Maybe that makes sense. I don't really have much else to ramble on about, so I might just cut to the time lapse now. Listen, I was supposed to listen to my book today and I didn't do that, but I did finally find my drills for Onihime, so I mean small wins. But no, I went for a drive with my brother to, I said this before, but I went to Booster Juice and Tim's, and that kind of threw me for a loop. I wasn't totally planning on going to that today. Like, okay, I knew last night I probably was going to, but I wasn't sure. And it was cold, but it's fine. Ooh, this might get tricky in here. That's fine. I can figure it out. Need more colors. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did today. It's fine, not very far on this kit too. Yeah. But anyways, no, I pulled out the drills for Onihime, so once this one's done, I can actually do a big kit up of all those kits. I think I have 5 pulled out to work on. So yeah, I'm excited to start Onihime. I was looking at the colors and I am actually surprised to see that that one has metallics in it. For some reason I didn't think it had those, so that'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to jump to a time lapse for the last little bit of this. Yeah, because for these browns, maybe I should explain that. For these browns, I'm actually going to go through and peel up this washi tape here so I can see what's hidden here. Because something like this where is it? Where you see a symbol on the same side of the flag bit here, I will just continue that same thing here, just continue that. But something like this where you have one or the other, I like, part of me thinks to do something lighter here and kind of connect it here, like with that E there, so that both those symbols are together, kind of like you see over here. Same thing here. I might just do a couple more, like one of the down arrows there and then one of these guys up here, but it really depends on the shading there. Here it gets a little bit more confusing, like the 7s will be fine. These blues are a little bit questionable. So yeah, I'm just gonna go, I will time, this one's gonna be really easy though because you have a lot of straight colors through here. I'm gonna go do that. Oh, these equal signs aren't a part of this kind of like ledge here. Oh, that makes it easier because I have to take those out. Okay. I'm gonna time lapse this and come back when I'm done. Hello, it is Thursday the 29th. I realized I came home and immediately started listening to my book. It is due tomorrow at 1. I have 4 hours left that I have to get through tonight, so that is the goal. But I realized I forgot to show you guys the final product for the removal bit. So like, again, all of those bits gone from in here. So that's kind of what it turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it blended in pretty well. There was some blue that was sticking up on this kind of little cliff ledge here that I took off too. But yeah, I think that blended in pretty well. There's nothing, this light blue kind of stands out to me, but that's how it is like charted. That wasn't a part of any of these little sailboats. It was just a highlighting bit. So I'm gonna leave it. But yeah, no, that's kind of how that looks. I mean, a little gappy, but that's whatever. Again, I started my book because I'm like, I gotta get this done. I could renew it, but the wait list is several months long, so I'd much rather just finish it up tonight, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I started on this row, added in some more of that blue AB, and I'm gonna keep adding some more of those specials there in here. Just kind of keep going. I had high hopes of finishing this before the end of the month. I don't think it's going to happen because of that dinner tomorrow. Plus, I want to get that temperature caught up before I do my month in review. So I think I'm just going to keep working on this one while I listen to my book. And then once that's done, I can start figuring out the temperature project and how I want to... Well, I know how I want to do that. I need to make the color scale thing and find out where all my temperature thing is for the month. Anyways, I'm going to keep working on this and finish on my book, and maybe I'll be back to talk about it later. Or I'll check in tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to tonight. Hello, it is Saturday, January 31st. I dug out all my completed kits. I'm gonna try to get my month in review done today. I don't think it'll happen, but we'll see. Because I want to get that up Monday, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Anyways, here is Sunny Roads to Z. Just one more row left, but I'm not gonna finish this one up today. I really want to get everything kitted up and ready to go and start on something else. I think I kind of want to work on around for a little, but this one's looking really nice. I do like how this looks without all those little bits, like the white sailboats there. Yeah, really like how that looks. So happy I made that change. Yeah, one last row. It should be done fairly soon. And then I also moved on to huzzah! The temperature project, which, let me tell you, this half of it is so boring. It's all the same color. Maybe I should have created a bit of a wider range. But this is, the purple is -25 and below, so it makes sense that there's so much of it. The yellow was surprising to see. That's today, and the thing hasn't updated for today yet. I don't think it will until tomorrow. I have to say, I will probably be doing this weekly from now on for like February instead of doing it all at the end of the month. I didn't have much choice for January because like supplies showed up late and then I got recording late, whatever. But in February, I definitely want to keep on top of this weekly. Yeah. But anyways, it was fun to work on. I'm really excited to see what colors we get into here because going into February, it'll still be cold, but there should be a little bit more variety towards the end of the month. I might actually run out of this purple depending on how much colder it gets. So yeah, that's with progress, I'm gonna go kit up my last two, which is this mystery and Perryton. I got Onihime kitted up last night. Oh, and Running the Distance. So I'm gonna try and get those ones kitted up. So yeah, we'll see where I go from there. Hopefully I get to recording. I really hope so. I feel like it's gonna be a very, very long one. Ugh. No, that's too heavy. And I would love to get it edited today. Anyways, yeah. I'll come back later with some book updates. I forgot to share, I also had some putty mail show up, so this is exciting. It's been ages since I ordered a new putty, and I am happy I did. This one, I started using it. I've been always using Creation Modern Putty because it is just Canadian. It's easiest for me to get my hands on. And this stuff, the texture of it is different than the ones I currently have, but I like it better. So that's nice. These three, I have these separated into piles because I've already been smelling them. This one's currently in my pen. These three smell like they could, can you hear the wind? These three smell like they could be Bath and Body Works candles. Like, this one is my favorite. I'm a sucker for anything that is vanilla scented. So these three smell like they could be candles. Amazing. Absolutely adore them. These two, that doesn't say these two don't smell like that either. But they have more of a hint of dude smell to them. Still nice, still pretty. But yeah, they kind of smell more dude-like. I wasn't expecting that. But I still love the sense of all of these, so that's fun. I was looking on their site again today, as I do. And I saw that there was like a snowy peach one. I'm wondering why I didn't grab that. Maybe I should place another order and grab that one. And like 2 of the Valentine's Day ones. But anyways, a little bit of Happy Meal. I was supposed to have a diamondart kit too, but it got delayed. So I'll probably have that for next week's. But anyways, that's my little bit of Happy Mail. Alright, so I said I was going to chat about my books, and I finished up, what was it? The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches on Thursday. Thursday seems wrong, but it wasn't Friday. It might have been, oh yeah, it was Friday because it was, or Thursday because it was due Friday. That's what that was. I thought that was a really, really cute book. Oh, I didn't have anything there. I just think it was cute. So you have the main character. I'm blanking on her name, as always. I think I explained it though, where she goes to Nowhere House and kind of teaches these 3 baby witches how to control their magic. They have a deadline of sometime after the winter solstice because the owner of the house hasn't been able to, or sorry, the owner's lawyer has been able to get in contact with her. And so he's coming by. So it's like they have to get their magic under control before this fancy dude shows up. And so it's like a really, really cute story. I'm explaining that really poorly. But it's a really cute story of just like, I don't know, I would want to say for her sake, just like she's comfortable with herself, but like the baby witches learning to be okay with their magic and who they are. And there's a lot of like kind of just found family within there. You have the librarian, the grumpy librarian, who stumbled upon that house in his teenage years and was kind of just adopted by the caretakers there. So you have him worried about, you know, the baby witches, and it's just cute. It was so cute. But yeah, no, I really like that one. And then I moved right along into the Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I am a about a third of the way through, I believe. This one's gonna hurt, I think. And I only say that because you have our main character. I forget her name. I think it starts with C or a K. Again, I suck with names. But you have our main character who is really struggling with her cycle, and has learned that, like, children may not be an option. This was revealed within, like, the first hour of the book. And you have this new guy that kind of just shows up, and she's getting really close to him, and he wants his whole family. So now you have this whole dynamic of they're getting closer, but like, is a future really possible between them? And I'm just I texted Michaela at one point. But yeah, no, that was kind of all discussed within, like, the first hour of the book, so I won't mention anything else. But I can see where it's going. It's gonna be sad. There's a hope that I'm wrong, but I doubt it. So we'll see. They had a really cute scene where they went, like, the two main pair, I guess we'll call them the main pair. Even though they're not together, they're just spending a lot of time together. Where the main pair went and TP'd their friend's house, which I thought was adorable and hilarious. Like, that was such a cute little scene. But yeah, no, I'm going to keep reading this one. This one's actually really interesting. I like the writing, and I like our characters. Anyways, no, I thought of something dumb, but I'm not gonna say it. So yeah, I'm gonna keep reading that one and see where it goes. I realize Libby hates me because I have 7 books on hold. Sorry, I have 7 books borrowed because my holds came up. So we're gonna see. They're all books that I'm really excited about. Like, I have Mate by Ali Hazelwood, Evergreen, which is narrated by one of my favorites narrators. Usually I don't follow narrators this closely, but I really enjoy this dude. Names can't tell you what his name is, but yeah. So there's that. What else do I have in Libby? Oh, more Ali Hazelwood. And of course, because it is just the talk of the internet right now, I have Game Changer on hold too. Now, I heard this also seems to be very much discussed, where the narrator kind of sucks for the first 3 books in the Game Changer series. So I'm hoping it's an outlier for me and I can just look past it. But I heard that the second half, it gets better. So I might just deal with it and push through it anyways. But yeah, no, this is kind of what I have on hold. I think right after this one, I'm going to move into Evergreen. Could not tell you what that book is about. I read it at one point, but I couldn't tell you right now. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure this Abby Jimenez book is not going to end well for me, and I'm excited. And I'm going to scream at Michaela and Mackenzie if they are wrong. Both of them told me that the ending is very sad. And if they're wrong, I'm going to yell at both of them. I won't yell. It'll just be a lot of text. Because they are hyping it up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I do need to read Iron Flame, though. I really should just finish up that one. I was looking at it, I'm like 20% into the book. I'm like, maybe I should just finish that. But Violet's so annoying. People keep saying she gets better, but She's annoying now. Okay, I'm done. I won't go on another Violet rant. I think I've done that many times. I think that's all I have to add right now. Hopefully, I mean, it's getting later here. Can you hear the wind? I can hear it. I hope it's not getting picked up. It's just windy and snowy and cold here, and I'm just over it. I really want summer, or not summer. Summer would be nice. But I could live with some spring weather right now. That would be amazing. Anyways, I don't think I'm going to... I think today might be my last day that I really add anything of substance to this vlog. Oh, by the way, I'm working on time. This one. Starting this owl piece. Just for something a little bit different tonight. Tomorrow, because I have quite a few errands to run, boring things, just like washing my car. I might go look at some open houses for condos, take a peek at that. But that really all depends on whether, if it gets really cold overnight, then I'm not leaving the house. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to add a whole lot more after this clip. I mean, I'm gonna time lapse some more working on this one and that, and I will probably, well, I'm gonna go listen to some more of my book, but after that I probably will only have one last clip just to show you what progress I've made in my book, and then that will be it for this one. But again, that all depends on the weather tomorrow. Like, if it's nice, I'm gonna go do all the things. If it's cold, plans canceled. So anyways, I'm gonna leave this clip here because I feel like I've talked your ear off for a second. Ooh, other exciting news. Well, kind of. Monday is another PD day, which means I have 3.5 hours of nothing throughout the day. So I am going to be bringing some more Pixyls with me and hopefully making some progress there. I didn't really do much this month in the way of Pixyls. I have a whole bunch of stuff and I keep ordering more, but I'm not working on it. So I'm hoping this year I reach for it a little bit more, but we'll see. The calendar has been fun to keep up with. Have I showed you guys the calendar? Probably not. I don't think so. I think I was afraid of spoiling things. Maybe I'll include it in like my month in review. Not February. I'll just show January, since the month is over. I think most people would have it completed by now. Anyways, okay. The goal is to work on Pixyls next month. Tomorrow. Nope. Monday. I'll get there eventually. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this clip here because I've really rambled for quite a bit. And I will come back with a time lapse and more cat videos. Who knows? so here's my progress on time. I got about a row and a half done last night. It is Sunday, February 1st. I also finished The Friend Zone yesterday. I was wrong. My prediction was wrong. But that was a really enjoyable book. I ended up giving it 4.5 stars. And man, what a roller coaster that book was. Like, it was really good, and then it was really cute, and I was cheering for our characters, and then it just got sad, and then it got devastating, and then it got okay. I'm not gonna say better or good, but only because of what, like, the ending events were. Again, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but yeah, I can't say that after that devastating bit it got good again, but it got better. So anyways, I'm gonna read the second one, but I am several months out on that wait list, so I'm kind of just stuck waiting. But I will start Deep End by Ellie Hazelwood today. That's my next loan that is close to expiring, so we're gonna start that one. I have to say, like, this one is, I purchased this 2021. Someone let me know that they think it was released 2018, and I wonder what the rendering was from diamondartclub back then, because look at these colors. I mean, I have thoughts, but I don't want to say in case I am horribly wrong. But yeah, no, those colors are very interesting to see here. So anyways, no, I'm gonna keep working on this one. I'm adding ABs into the eyes here, and I think I'm gonna add AB into the heart and the metallics into, like, the lock there, but we'll see when I get there. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up here, only because I'm gonna edit this. I'm almost done editing. I just have to add in this clip, so I can have it uploaded as a backup for Monday if I don't get my month in review done today. I am dragging my feet, sorry. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap this one up here. Thank you all so much for watching, and of course, let me know what you worked on. Let me know what you read. If you read any of the two books, I don't think I really didn't make a whole lot of progress on anything kits or books wise this week, but I would love to hear all the things that you've been working on or reading or watching. So anyways, let me know, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.